Hello everybody, this is Ilana Michelson from optiontoheal.com, and today I want to talk to you about something that came up from one of my clients. One of my clients had said to me that she was changing her name, using a name that meant something that she wanted to have in her life more than the name that she actually had. And it was an interesting idea because in general, it's true that many people say your name represents who you are, but there's nothing that you can do that's very easy to do without having to go ahead and change your name, and that's state control. But before I get into state control, what I did want to say is that when I was little, I changed schools something like 5 times, from first grade to second grade, then from 6th grade to 7th grade, then from 8th grade to 9th grade, and then 11th grade to 12th grade. So it was something like 5 or 6 times that I changed schools. And one of the things that I really enjoyed about changing schools is that every time I'd come to a new school, it would be like I'd be a totally new person. Hi there, Leslie. I wouldn't have any preconceived notions about me. I could be whoever I wanted. I could choose any personality that I wanted. And of course, I'd have to keep up with that personality, but I didn't have to be who I was beforehand. So if, let's say, when I was in elementary school, I was acting a certain way and everyone knew me that way, when I got into high school, I could totally change. I could be something totally different. Now, when I went traveling to India, the really great thing was that every time that I would meet someone new, I would tell them I was something else. Once I tell them I'm an artist, once I tell them that I'm an author, once I tell the person that I'm a chef, whatever I chose that day. And it was actually lots of fun trying on all these different persona because they'd ask me questions about it and I would start answering them questions as if I was that persona. Now, fast forward a few years, and I actually took a course with David Snyder where he taught me about how I can take on certain attributes of other people through some sort of hypnotic process, which if you want to work with him or with me, I can actually take you through, or he can take you through. Now, what's really cool about it is that I actually did this process numerous times to get a certain trait from my mentor David, which was playfulness. And after a certain period of time, I don't know, maybe 2 months or 3 months of doing this process every night, people started telling me and commenting to me that I was starting to sound like him in certain ways. So there was something to it. And even if it's a placebo effect, it doesn't make a difference. I got what I actually wanted at the end of the day. Now, in general, at this point, when I want to be a specific persona, I just go into that place, stand as if the person that I was that type of person, breathe that way, hold myself that way, talk that way, and then people actually believe that I am that way, even if I'm really usually not that way. It doesn't make a difference. It's kind of like turning on a switch and turning off a switch. And what people don't know, that there are many movie actors who they do that. When the switch is on, everyone notices them, everyone sees them. When the switch is off, they just go incognito amongst the crowd and no one even notices who they are. So you don't have to actually change your name to take on a different persona. You can just decide that you want that other persona and change it. See someone, if you don't have it by yourself, see someone who you know does have it and model them. See how they stand, see how they hold themselves, see how they move their arms when they talk, see how they talk at all, see how they dress, and just take on modeling what they're doing. And eventually you will get there too. You'll be able to be just like them. Not just like them, but your version of them, which is actually probably better than being just like them because you're going to add your own personal stuff. That's your version. And it's interesting also, many people, their profile picture, whether they use it for WhatsApp, whether they do it for Facebook, for Instagram, for Snapchat, for any of them, they choose some sort of profile picture that's what they want to use to represent themselves. And I used to choose a giraffe. I've changed it to a flower, but I might go back to being a giraffe. Now, it's not that I'm like a giraffe. It's not like that I am a giraffe, but I happen to like giraffes. And to a certain extent, it doesn't express who I am. The fact that I chose a giraffe and not a picture of me, and not a picture of my family, and not a picture of my grandson. But it's what you choose, what you want, and that's the important thing over here. And if you want to change, I can help you change. You can go to David Snyder. He has a whole course called Identity by Design, which is a really amazing course. I did it, and I would highly recommend it if you want to do it. But if you don't want to do the whole course and you just want to do it on yourself, I can do that for you as well. And there are many other practitioners who can as well. So decide who you want to be, how you want to be that way, and then model somebody who's like that. Or imagine to yourself what that person would do, what that person would wear, how that person would talk, how that person would eat, and take on that persona. You can choose whatever you want. Every day is a new day, and every day you can choose whatever you want to be. I do, and it's lots of fun. Have a great day, have a great morning, have a great evening, have a great night wherever you are. And remember, everything's always going your way. Everything's always going my way. Everything's always going everybody's way. Any questions you have, feel free to PM me, feel free to email me, feel free to tell me during a Facebook Live. I'm happy to answer it. And other than that, have a great day.